Today we are trying to find out how much frost is in the ground, and we're going to be augering to illustrate the purpose of down pressure and the downriggers that we have on this skid steer, which we'll show you. We monitored the down pressure on the scales of Bickler gravel and concrete, so we drove so that the auger was on the center of the scale, the back tires were off the scale. We lifted the front tires up just like an inch so we could measure the down pressure, and the down pressure at the tip of the auger was 1,160 pounds. Then we raised all four tires off of the Bobcat by lowering the downriggers in the back, which we'll show you, and having this in the same position on the scale, and the down pressure went from 1,160 pounds to 2,940 pounds, almost 3,000 pounds of down pressure. And that is very important, naturally, to be able to dig through frozen ground. We can start digging, and I'll dig this hole. We'll try digging it. First of all, I don't know what the ground's going to be like. Okay, so we'll start digging this one without the down pressure, and then I can dig one more with the down pressure. This auger, by the way, is a Dan Huser auger. It's about 4 or 5 years old. We want to illustrate that it's still putting out as good as the day we purchased it. And it is the Dan Huser HP 3060, which means it's high pressure. It can handle a pressure up to 5,000 pounds, which is important because as time goes on, the skid steers keep developing more and more pressure. Most augers are only up to a max of 3,000 psi, and this one goes to 5,000. With the first one without the down pressure, it was basically just turning and scratching the surface and kicking up a few stones. When we put the downriggers down, it started digging into the frost and literally chewing it up in chunks. And as you can see, there's rocks and so forth in there because there's pit run underneath the gravel, and it was going right through it. Tearing the stones loose, breaking the stones loose, and pulverizing it and bringing it up. Anytime you've got a resistance, you have to meet the resistance with that resistance or nothing happens. And by putting the downriggers down, we're able to meet that resistance, exceed it, and penetrate it through. Currently the frost is about 2.5 feet deep, and as you can see, with the down pressure, the extra 1,000 pounds of down pressure, or the 3,000 pounds of down pressure, we were able to do it much more easier than without. I hope that this demonstration proves that with the proper equipment, it is easy to dig through frozen ground.